It says you are live.
We love that.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to your November mini readings. I am Mio, and that is Shannon. She's the light, and I am in the darkness of my garage right now. And if you can tell, because I have some stuff I'm going to work on this winter, furniture painting wise, so I'm like resetting stuff up, and then I brought all my Halloween decorations in, and I'm like, I'm not ready to put them away yet, and so I put all my Halloween decorations on my little bookshelf that I'm going to paint. So they're all like fun black light and like I bought like a million candles. Um,
It's cute.
the little things to try to boost dopamine, right? I'm like, whatever. Ezra won't let me put Christmas decorations up just yet, so I'm savoring the Halloween, and then we'll appreciate. He says one holiday at a time, Mom.
I mean, I'm with Ezra on that.
I had to take him to Lowe's, and he walked in and saw the Christmas section, and he's like, I don't like this stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, why can't we just do one thing at a time? This is
I
crazy.
went into Hobby Lobby the couple days before Halloween because I needed to get. Well, I was looking for stencils for like carving pumpkins, and they had all of their Halloween stuff like put away already before Halloween was.
Wait. I went to Hobby Lobby and I asked the employee, where's your Halloween section? And she gave me the face like, we don't do that here. There's no
I got the same
Halloween
answer.
section.
We don't do that. And I'm like,
She goes, we have an autumn section, a fall section, but we don't have Halloween. And so I was like,
oh,
so I go, well, okay, so since you don't have a Halloween section, do you have an interior home section that sells things that are like skulls? I was like, I've seen some
it's
animal stuff around from Hobby Lobby. Like, do you have? She's like, no, we don't do that here. I
yeah.
was like, oh,
I did. That didn't
sorry.
even occur to me that it would be like a contradiction to religion, right? Because it's
Yeah.
very heavily Christian based. So I was just like, weird. Okay, because she's like, yeah, we don't do that here. She said we don't carry that, and I'm like, who
She
doesn't
was like,
carry
yeah, and
pumpkin
here
carving
it was
kits?
like the meme. It was like the we don't do that here, like the chat, what's his face? The Wakanda meme. Like,
Yeah, yes,
mm-mm.
we don't do
I was
that
like,
here.
oh, sorry. I did not mean to insult you by asking for a skull or a
Right,
skeleton.
right.
What if I was trying to teach my homeschool children about human anatomy? Do you have a section for that?
Right? Oh my God. I went to Michael's too because I was looking for, I'm like, for sure that place is going to have pumpkin carving kits. And no, their Halloween stuff was all, they had like one little like end cap of Halloween stuff before Halloween had even come. Like, but all the Christmas shit was up. I'm like, wow, what
Yeah.
is going on in this world? Right?
Well, just to recap, good morning and welcome to your November readings.
Yeah, right.
We hope everybody has been surviving. Just all the what did I tell you? I was like, the energy just kind of feels like being tossed into the washing machine and just going for a ride and just kind of
Yeah,
hoping for the best. And
yeah.
you
It's
know,
the Uranus and Taurus retrograde.
it's what started in, I think it was the 2018 cycle,
Yep.
is what is
Yep.
going to be kind of wrapping up or kind of coming full circle, um, in that aspect. And for me, 2018 is when I came back to Vegas, when I like kickstarted the whole like divorce process and like,
That was when I kickstarted my first divorce process too, before we reconciled.
cheers. 2018, man. No, all of it's a blur anyways.
Mm.
So yeah, and I know, oh my God, my Stardust app just came through and the word Nutella just came through.
My notification, I have one too from Stardust, a notification, but it flashed too quickly.
Yeah, it's okay. So, all right. Well, we are going to get kickstarted because we have stuff to do today. So, um, collectively, we hope that, let's see, I was pulling stuff. Oh, sorry, I don't know. My light's kind of shit right now because I'm in the garage. I got Four of Wands in reverse with the Hermit in reverse. So hopefully, like I said, all the stuff that seemed to have been falling apart or restructuring itself within the home and family life is all kind of, all the inside work that you've been doing while in hermit mode or facing a bunch of stuff that you start to come out. We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So
So that's
that's
agape. That's like healing
so
and
yep.
self-love. And
There's a lot that's happened internally and that's ready to, you know, finally face the world again in that hermit. Okay. We have our first reading. Do you have a pen to write down the timestamps?
I do.
555 is BB. And so we do these readings once a month. The signups for this month are already closed. We close them basically like the day of or the morning of, if you really wanted to try to sneak in there. But other than that, you can join us for December's, just in if you want to become a member of the collective, which is what these folks do. Go to PoliticalStardustPodcast.com, and that's where you'll automatically get added every month. Plus, you'll have access to all kinds of cool stuff. So, all right. So actually, start BB at 6:30. All right, BB. Create a new identity. Embrace change. Rediscover yourself, creating a narrative aligned with your true essence. Create a narrative aligned with your true essence. So, what stories have you been telling yourself or that you are narrating about your life right now that you can change the narrative, change the perspective, change the tone? Let's see, we got breakthrough, navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. Peaks reached. So celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph. So as you're rediscovering your narrative for your life and what story you're telling yourself and others, celebrate your achievements that you've already had and worthy goal with the arrow.
So for her, I pulled the moon card, and that's in the upright. That's about things that are veiled. It's about mystery. It's about illusion. It can be about fear, anxiety, in particular about like seeing your way forward or just feeling like you don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle yet, and that makes you anxious. This is also the stuff that's like subconscious, right? All of the stuff that's like under the surface and you're in getting ready to reveal itself to you. You could be having like prophetic visions, premonitions. What this card is telling me is that you have to sink deeply into your intuition rather than looking to the external world for like clues. This is about what's hidden within as information. I also pulled the Knight of Wands, which is a card about action. It's about energy, it's about passion, it's about inspired action. It's of course a fire element, right? So it's like do, go, go, go. This is about embodying like fearlessness without being impulsive. So whatever it is that you're trying to identify within yourself or understand about your way forward, you need to make sure you're absolutely following like what creates a spark in you. If you're doing
Yeah.
if you're doing things based on what you think other people feel you should be doing, you're
Queen of
doing
Swords.
it. You're missing the point, right?
Yeah. Step into your Queen of Swords energy. All your confidence, take your ideas, take the thoughts that come in, because that was interesting, the Queen of Swords tying into that, rewriting your narrative, right? Like we always talk about how powerful the words are.
Yep. I have the Queen of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck too.
So in reverse, what read what popped up on yours.
It's overly emotional, easily influenced, being bitchy, cold-hearted, cruel, or even bitterness.
I also pulled from the Starseed Oracle and I got
Mhm.
loosen your grip, which I feel like we get this message a lot for BB about like loosening up, loosening the grip, letting go of control. Um, you know, I also got an ancestor card, the Star Keeper. So you were saying to like trusting everything that's coming from
Yeah, having to go
like,
within.
yeah,
Yep. I also
what's
pulled
that internal?
the tower in reverse too, which that is that's a fear of transformation. It's a fear of change. Like it's resisting the change that's coming.
Hmm.
But it is also like averting disaster, right? So given actions that you have been taking, it could be that you're actually pivoting, but ultimately this is like a card of causing your own suffering based on digging your heels in and the unwillingness to, or the resistance to change or transformation.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'm wondering because what's funny is as you were talking about that card, I was getting this picture in my head of like how my dog used to like drag her claws if you were trying to get her into the bathtub, right? And she like would totally refuse everything. Just recently, like a couple days ago, I'm talking to my mom. She's like, I don't know why I never thought to just hose her off out back and make it easier for all of us. So that resistance to change, well, maybe there's another way to get the same outcome or
mhm.
similar outcome that won't be you digging your claws into the fucking carpet and resisting so much change, right? Like it's traumatizing to go, "Ah, I don't want to do it or I don't want to do it." And then it's like, when it's over, right?
Well,
Or
it's like
there's another way.
also, it's the whole process of doing your shadow work, right? Like everybody puts it off because they feel like it's going to hurt so bad when it's not comfortable. But like when you actually get into it, you're like, oh, this is a tremendous relief. Like it's a relief to do this work.
Mm-hmm.
So that resistance there, yeah. I also pulled the card love, and like she's on a staircase. Um, And I mean, this is indicative of like two people being in love, but this, like, I see this for her as like being in love with herself. Like, at what point are you going to finally say, okay, I love myself enough to not make myself suffer?
Mm-hmm.
And,
It doesn't have
you
to
know,
be this hard.
well, or when did you decide that you don't deserve compassion, right? Or love for yourself? Like,
Mm.
why hold yourself to a standard that you're not holding other people, right? Um, And then I also pulled the hobby card. So, like this, I feel like is being really in your creative process to get out of your head, right? And create something beautiful and dive into the things that feel good to you versus like doing the things that you think others expect of you.
I like that deck.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
what's funny
good.
is I was just talking about the dog and then I pulled a card with a dog on it. So I don't know if that's significant as well. But it's funny because I said dog and getting a bath. The keyword at the top is itchy.
Itchy.
Itchy. Mm-hmm. Meeting an old friend or enemy, advance in position or a loss, someone speaking up for you, for better or worse, discovering a legacy or sorrow, a happy journey, good or bad, money in or out, a joy or a disappointment. Or you have an itchy dog.
Or you have an itchy or you have an itchy
Better
dog.
than an itchy cat.
I
All
called,
right.
is this really what you want?
Where's my. Yeah.
And then this is your soul's calling. So take the first step.
Oh, you know, you said you pulled the hobby card.
Mhm.
I went to go pull the decks out, and there was my Paint Pixie deck that I made for them. It's like a creative thing,
Yeah.
and it's like, so we include three things to choose from, so you can pull the cards and like try to make a project based off the cards, right? So it says embellishments. So rhinestones, glitter, diamond dust, ribbons, or wood. And then there's a instruction at the bottom, and it says, tell someone you love them, even yourself.
Nice.
And this was also, because this is a sample from a tester thing that I had gotten while we were making our decks. And I
Yeah.
just thought this with the two swans, I thought that's
Someone's
significant. So maybe that, tell someone you love them, tell yourself. And then I like how it's mirrored. Sorry, random. Okay.
no worries.
All right. So that's for BB. All right. Next we have
CB
C.
1606.
Shoot, maybe I should use one of these Paint Pixie cards. Let me see.
I'm in my son's room because that's where my new little adopted rescue kitty is.
What'd you decide to name the kitty?
I haven't decided yet, but
Is it
she'll
a
tell
boy
me.
or a girl? It's a girl.
It's a girl. She's teeny tiny and she's the sweetest, most cuddly cat ever.
Is she cool with the other cat?
No, I mean, she is, but my other cat is like, what the F did you just do?
What are we doing, dog? What are we doing?
So it's very slow introductions, but like I'm in here with her because she's stuck in this room for now until everybody can be cool. But
cool.
she's just curled up on the bed, sleeping away. Okay, CD. I'm going to start her at 17:30.
CD, do you feel like you have bitten off more than you can chew, or that you have too many options in front of you for something?
I just recently saw her and got an update about her life, and
That to pull.
she does have some big stuff in front of her. So we're going to see what comes up.
I accidentally mixed two different decks. I thought it was just one, and I accidentally pulled a past life card. So you were male in past life. Like, that is not the deck I meant to pull from. I was trying to pull from the Soul Mission.
Okay, so I pulled the Hanged Man, and it's in reverse. So this is about being, this is about needing to be very patient because you don't actually have any control. Like you feel like you have a lack of control in this situation, and you there's a delay or a standstill. Like you literally can't do anything at the moment except just be there in the moment and observing. There may be some like resistance on your part or wanting to take action, but like you're being told you can't, right? And you feel like you have a lack of control of this. So like you're learning to be observant and probably strategic. I also pulled the 5 of Cups, which is a card about regret or failure or disappointment. It can even be like pessimistic thinking, like negativity or loss or grief. And that's just really reflective of like what you're feeling about the situation overall, right? Like you like somehow failed to help or failed to protect or whatnot. And then I do have at the bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is feelings of fear or deep inner turmoil, but it's also like releasing worry and getting ready to take action, to do something about what it is that the situation is telling you. And it's about like hope, and then leaning on the people who are the most appropriate to help you.
You said hope, and the card I pulled is you are here to remind others that hope is never lost. And the keyword says spread hope.
Yep.
It also came out with the King of Cups upright, and your purpose is to make the world a more beautiful place through your creations. And it talks about creating beauty. And I love how the Cups card is even like that balance of the beauty, but then the like groundedness of like the container and the liquid, right? The head
Mhm.
and the heart. It's whether that's a person or whether this is you tapping into your inner part going, okay, I'm here to spread hope. So this is my container. These are the things that I'm putting into my cup that I want to overflow into the world. So, all right, hope, joy, beauty, creation, um, resisting to give up, right? Like not just lying down and taking it.
Yep. I've also pulled enjoy the journey. Okay. Um, Embracing each moment fully, staying open to what the experience has to show you, and learning lessons along the way, which she is. I think that's just like confirmatory for her.
Yeah.
Turn the page. So this is embracing new chapters with curiosity. Openness paves the path
Ooh.
to wisdom. She just moved. So like that's
So
been a long time
journeys,
coming.
pages, chapters,
Mhm.
character development.
Going forward. So lots of like cards about movement, right? Don't
Yep.
dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future, which she absolutely is.
Yeah. I've seen this card come up twice while I was shuffling the. It says empathy, but I think there's something with the turtle and maybe that like consistency over time message, right? And an owl for wisdom.
Yeah.
And a quick breakfast bar snack, cinnamon, apple, and oat. So good. Okay. You have more for her? Or is that it?
Um, just that there's, obviously there's like some stress right now, turbulence, nothing that she wasn't aware of, like going into this, but just making sure that you gain perspective about everything, and being very patient and clear-headed in this situation. That's what I have.
Cool. All right. Next we have CS 2335.
Okay.
I have to say, CS, that the last few days, the amount of 007s and Westons that have come through,
Weston.
it's her partner that passed.
Oh,
So whenever we get close to doing the readings, I start seeing like a slew of signs. Because I definitely always feel that he's like help supporting from his side. And right before we jumped on to do our live, I was watching, I told you I was watching random Siberian Husky videos and about how capable they are of handling the cold, but also the heat because of their insulation, blah, blah, blah. But the one video that caught my attention was there was a slightly younger one and an older one, and it was like their first snowstorm. And the narrator was like, the more chill one lets the partner go ahead and pave the path ahead of her so that she doesn't have to do as much work to get through the fresh snow. So I wanted to pass that on, that I had seen all of that back to back to back. But the whole thing of like, she just lets her partner do most of the heavy work and lets him get through the fresh snow, the powder. So she gets to just like, all right, cool.
My deck is like not wanting to give cards up today.
All right, that's it. Reading over. Oh, I got Rough Road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. I don't know if I've pulled this card before.
I pulled the Page of
Oh.
Swords. Page of Swords is like new beginnings. It's about new ideas. It's knowledge. They're the learners of the deck, being very curious and thinking of like new ways to do something, or even just like new ways to communicate yourself. But it's definitely like a card of mental energy, mental pursuit, curiosity. Somebody also could be keeping an eye on you. My tarot deck. Oh my gosh, there we go. Like everything just fell out. Right. Yes. I've got also Seven of Wands in reverse, which that is a card of feeling like probably exhausted. Maybe you've had some situations where your confidence has taken a hit, or you're just feeling like overwhelmed and overly protective of yourself at the moment. But whatever is happening, like you're moving on to calmer waters. So you're leaving something behind. That could be like emotional baggage, like you're making a transition. Even though it's a swords card, like it's water-based, right? So
Wait, what did you get? What was that last one?
The Six of Swords.
Oh, Six of Swords.
Yep. And then, so it's changed. It's a card of change and transition. Like you're leaving one state and going into the next.
Yeah.
And releasing the baggage as you go. So like this could be like mental, emotional burden that you're finally leaving behind.
So I pulled the Rough Road, Steady as you go, and then bottom of the deck, Free to move. But what's interesting, I just told you the story of the Huskies creating the path through the snow. When I look at the image, it's like that, but it's desert, right? And she just moved here to the desert.
Oh, she did.
Mhm. The Steady as you go, navigate with patience and resilience, trusting your inner strength to guide you through life's twists and turns. Again, right? Twist turns, rough road, free to move, embrace your liberty to explore new paths. And we keep getting that same message of like, okay, you might be creating your own path, you might be going off road, you might be having to create something new. That is uncharted territories, or whether for you or just nobody's really done it before, or creating a position, creating a role of some sort.
I pulled Your Wish is Coming True. So what you've been hoping for, trying to manifest, is coming to fruition. But you have to let go of the idea that it needs to look a certain way. So it may not come to you in the way that you expect. It's coming to you in the way that you need.
I got lead by example. Your actions inspire change. So again, more messages about leading, guiding, following, right? So maybe what we thought or talking about, like with the partner, clearing the path ahead. That's so maybe you can lead the pack or something. I don't know. Is it regular or is it reversed when you
No,
see
it's
it?
regular. I can read it.
Okay. I just get confused.
Again, more references to like making changes. So going from one place to the next. So
Change. I'm getting stuff about leading And so the lead by example and then shine your light so others can find their way in the darkness. And what I just bought on Amazon, which some people might disagree with, but I got a e-collar, the little buzzing, the little vibrating one for dog. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, pocket. Sorry. I asked her to make me hot chocolate.
Nice.
So the reason I picked the e-collar that I did while we're training him, because I'm trying to train him outdoor stuff and staying close and, you know, I picked the one because it had a light on it. It was like one of the added features so that he doesn't get lost in the dark, right? And
Nice.
so that's what I'm thinking, where it's like shine your light so others can find their way. That and the other significance is last night and I went to a concert in the middle of the dry lake beds. So it's pitch black. They rented a generator and the Home Depot gave them a broken one. And so they had no power for at least like an hour while they had to go and exchange it and this and that. But I sent her with a bag of battery packs, a mini generator, all my stuff I do for our events and our concerts. I sent her with like black light strips, LED lights, candle. Like I was like, here, take this. You might need it. If he's got a merch table or whatever, she ends up like using it to help be the light in the darkness.
Nice.
And because even though they weren't super strong, like if I were to be filming something, right, it didn't matter because it's pitch black in the dark. All you needed was a little bit of light to help illuminate enough, and it provided enough power where they could hook up a speaker and keep the entertainment going. So it's like supplying your own power, bringing your light with you wherever you go so that, like, you know, it doesn't have to be a fucking big ass floodlight, but
Right.
enough to make a difference. Enough to make a difference and to keep the vibe going.
I did pull a card about healing. So you're definitely releasing, purifying, cleansing. You're doing a lot of healing. And then I pulled the card on time. So, cycles, moments, like being in the moment, also being patient.
I was actually thinking of her when I have a clock that I moved in here, and it was so loud I had to move it to the other side of the garage because it was like click, tick, 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 and I was like, I don't need the reminder that the clock is ticking.
Right.
But I was thinking
Time's
because
going by.
while I was kind of tapping into everyone's energy beforehand, like okay, like inviting everything in, right? I was thinking of her as I was moving the clock about the reminder of the time. So I don't
Right.
know if that must be significant if you pulled the time card. Okay. I am just gonna pull one more. We'll see what animal. Boundaries with the hummingbird. Okay. Nope, we're in alphabetical order, so you have not missed yours yet. Okay, so that was CS. Next we have KA. Okay. All right, KA, let's see. KA, what do we got going on? Oh. Actually, that was a big chunk.
Okay. So I pulled the 9 of Wands, which is the card of like courage and persistence. Also, resilience and having boundaries, but having gone through a lot and you're still standing.
Mhm.
So, but you're wary, right?
Everything is fine, but you've been through it.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Ooh, that is very hot, hot chocolate. All
You know,
right.
whatever you're coming to, though, okay, so I don't know if you're still seeking like personal closure on something that's happened or what you've gone through. Maybe you're still kind of ruminating on it, or it's still very fresh, right? This is like something coming to an end and not really having the closure that you needed, and you're still thinking about it or just feeling incomplete, like you're wanting to move on, but somehow you can't move on quite yet. But just know that like your happiness and your harmony is coming, right? Like eventually
Yeah.
things calm down and you enter into this phase of like quiet, calm, and peace.
So I got the planning phase card while you're pulling the four of wands, right? And it's like what was coming to mind was thinking of the king and the queen in chess because they're chess pieces, right? Knowing the value, knowing the power of the queen, right? Knowing who can do what can become what, but maybe tied into that four of wands, it's like, what's the planning phase for your home life and stability and your dreams of a family or dreams of what that's going to look like for you, or commit to the journey. And it's a couple, but it's in reverse. So with the four of wands, maybe this is relationship based, possibly. With determination, go all in for the long term. Your steadfast focus will bring lasting reward.
Yeah, I got the Ace of Pentacles too, which is like a gift from the universe about abundance and prosperity and opportunities for newness, like new career, new financial infusion. But it could just be like, here's something new, here's a new adventure you're going on.
And being okay, like it says, commit to the journey. And then chess is about strategy, right? And it's about looking 3 to 4 moves ahead.
Right.
So it's like, all right, we're going to play this game or not? Because this is a long game. It's not a quick, short, fast thing, right? So I wonder if whatever that commitment is, whether a person, creative idea, whatever. But I got bottom of the deck soul whispers. So whatever it is that you've been getting signs of, like definitely listen out for that. What little tiny voice in your head has been telling you like this is what you need to do, or this is the direction you need to go, or the people you
And
need
you've,
to associate with
yeah,
the signs.
yeah, you've certainly been getting signs about what's needed. So in the signs say risk, opportunity, and safety.
Interesting. I wonder if one is taking a bigger risk.
New outlook, right? So you got some new stuff coming after having gone through it, like having gone through something tough, and lots of reasons to celebrate. Okay, so that's like the Four of Wands card is a card of celebration, like home, harmony, happiness, celebration. Like here we are again. You're coming into something that's going to feel like a relief to you.
Yeah. You pulled those two, and it's almost like one was her standing there in the silhouette, and then the other one was a bunch of people, I think, standing at the bottom. And then the card I pulled was Stand in Your Power.
Nice.
And it's by embodying your power, you give others permission to do the same.
I forgot to write down her timestamp.
Oh, that's okay.
Figure it out.
I'll pull from this one and see if these resonate. Single, lonely, solitary. So maybe a period of being withdrawn.
Oh, that's so funny. I grabbed the same deck.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
like,
God.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's your validation.
I didn't realize that you were using that one.
Yeah, it's the first time I pulled it out this morning too. I haven't pulled it for anybody else. So we got awareness, importance, and value. So this is, and I like that it's a standalone flame, right? So even like, let's just say people who subscribe to the whole like twin flame idea, right? With the withdrawn card and the singleness, this is like you learning to be your own light source. You don't need, right? And also knowing your value, your worth. Ooh, I don't know, maybe I got the bitterness card too. Resentment, anger, hurtful words. And I
I
got
did pull,
closure.
yeah, and I pulled from that deck peace. So finding balance, harmony, friendship, again, similar to the Four of Wands and the celebration card. And then maybe this is about like feeling settled in your family situation, your family situation of if you have kids or your family structure, or you're trying to create a family. So this very well could be like you're moving from one state into the next and hoping for peace and harmony in the household.
It's I got desire. The moth. Okay. Next we have
MT
MT.
42.
Okay. Okay. So I already got the energy of making room for something because I'm like creating space and pushing things to like make space. Shuffle this deck. Clear mind. Sweep away. What did I just say? I'm like pushing stuff. Sweep away any doubts that you can have and know that you are right. So clearing your mind, making space, clearing the doubts, clearing the obstacles. What else? Sweep away any doubts. Know that you are right.
We got the Chariot, which is fast moving energy. So this says movement, progress, forward progress, action. It's also willpower and determination, headed in the direction that you know you need to go. It's also like departure, leaving one thing and heading very, very quickly into the next. And then I also got the King of Swords, which is very decisive, head over heart kind of energy.
Fast progress. Yep.
Oh no, yep,
Something's happening.
yep.
It's happening.
So very, very truthful, honest energy, mental clarity, authority.
Yeah. Clear mind and fulfill promise. Sorry, some of these are hard to read. And
Yeah,
stay
light.
committed. Excuse me 1 second. Because it's
Mm,
like the white
yep.
on the stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. I just had a talk with her the other day too, where I'm like, come on, this is what you're trying to do, this is what your goals are. Like, you don't need no bullshit.
Yep, I got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about, you can't pick your fruit before it's ready. So this is like a long-term view. You have to have patience for the outcomes. It's watching your garden grow because you've put in this hard work. And so it's about like diligence and perseverance so that you have sustainable results. I did pull the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which can be like the dark side of wealth or having abundance where it feels fleeting or it's a lack of success and stability or lack of resources. So this could be like your mindset or your worry. Or maybe you haven't been super responsible in the past. And so now you're really trying to like rewrite that pattern. Whatever you're moving toward, though, it's happening fast and it requires you to have a very open-minded view about how your fruit is maturing, how your garden is going to be bearing fruit. So don't pick it before it's ready.
You don't pick it before it's ready. I accidentally dropped a deck and it fell on the ground, and it was your girlfriend's no bullshit love oracle, and it says if you have to force it, it's not for you.
Yep.
There was also a card that was like about some toxic, shady shit. So check yourself and others. Check your behaviors, check your self-doubts, beliefs. Noted. And then I was asking messages from the person, the soul that she wants to connect with. And it says this connection is blessed and divinely guided. It's a sacred bond. And it says, by loving myself, I love you better. So I see it the other way, like you need to love yourself so that you can therefore properly care and love for this other person better. And it says, allow love to flow naturally without force. So you got two things about forcing it. Okay. So stop trying to force shit. And it says letting go of expectations. And then the bottom of the deck says soul contract. We made an agreement to meet in this lifetime for growth. So stop worrying, stop forcing, stop putting the pressure on it. It's going to happen. There's a soul contract that is here for growth. Relax.
I got the signs card again. Signs.
I love that deck.
Oh, interesting. And I got masculine energy. And I don't know if you're like going to be taking a vacation soon or you just need a little getaway, but relaxing. Relax. You said relax, like relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Chill. It's fine. It's fine. Got a peacock with the word now.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the deck, abundance.
Goldfish. She says she needs a vacation.
We're all same. I need a non-working one. I'm gonna go see some family.
Oh, wow. This is crazy because the same exact cards came up for someone else. You're healing, trying to find balance, and then time, right? Like, of course, I feel like we talk about patience with her all the time. But
so you missed it, not you, but her. Or I don't know if she was watching, but on the last one, or one of the last couple ones, I was talking about how I had to move the clock that I have here in my garage, and because it was ticking so loud, and I was like, I don't need the reminder that time is ticking, that the clock is ticking. I don't need to hear it. I know, like, I already know it's like it was putting unnecessary pressure, and so I like moved the clock. So I was like, I don't even fucking need to pay attention to the clock. So that's two people that got the clock.
Yep, and that time card. Okay.
And second person to also get the withdrawn isolated card. Open your heart. Receptive, empathy, and vulnerable.
Wow, interesting. I got second time, different deck. Divine masculine, like masculine energy. Wonder whoever that's coming through will be male.
I keep telling her that that's what I felt when and if she's like knocked up. I was like, I feel masculine energy first.
Yeah, I do feel like we have to have this conversation. So this card says High Priest. It's about personal empowerment. I feel like too often with her, there's like a giving of the power away to something outside of herself, right? Like,
Mhm.
like,
What do you think about this? What should I do about this? What should
yeah,
I? And it's like, you got to stop doing that shit. You have to say, this is what I'm going to do because this is what I see in my mind of like,
I simply decided that XYZ is happening.
and that's enough.
I simply decide that this, like, I'm doing this, or this is coming to me. Like, you can't just like I do feel like when we're manifesting, many people make the mistake of saying they want something, but then not believing that they get to have it, right? And that absolutely negates any kind of statement that you make out of, the intention of manifesting it. Like, you have to be in your personal power. You have to realize, like, your energy, the embodiment of you is what makes your reality, right? So in your brain, it's neuroscience too. The more you think something, even if it's not true in the moment, the more you think it, the more your brain believes it's true and then brings that to you, right?
Hmm.
Like, it is an actual proven scientific fact through neuroscience that when you think something over and over and over again, it becomes true, and your brain will magnetize that information that supports that to you. So why wouldn't you embody your power? Like, you are not at the whim of the world's like tidal waves, right? Like, you are the tidal wave. So embody that energy. I'm simply deciding this is happening, and fucking believe it. Like, believe it. Because as soon as you don't believe it, you give your power away to everything else around you to determine your fate for you. That's my soapbox.
Done. Perfect.
I didn't mean for that to sound like a lecture.
Oh, I always sound like a lecturer. You're fine. That's my tone of voice.
I can't tell if, are you okay? Like, I got a bunch of emojis that I can't read.
She said thank you. It's like the eyes, the teary-eyed
Oh,
ones.
gotcha.
Okay. All right, we got MW. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll teach her. I'll teach her how to play mahjong.
I've always wanted to learn how to play mahjong.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Girl, I got you.
There's nobody around here that knows how to play. Oh, I'm sure there is. I don't know anybody that knows how to play, except for you.
Don't worry. She doesn't know how to play either, so teach her. And then we just need to sit around and
She says she doesn't know how to play.
thought it was just like in our blood to play. I don't remember anyone ever actually teaching me. I just remember knowing how to play one day.
You just pulled it from the ancestry.
Ancestors just like whispered it in my ear, like
Okay. Yep, you can teach us. Okay, so MW 5415.
okay. MW. MW. Ooh, adapt transformation, embracing change. Soul whispers. So again, keep getting signs and hearing the whispers of the universe going like, okay, go this way, do that.
Mm.
Metamorphosis. Mirage. There is a lot of change coming through and
Yeah.
adapting and trusting the signs and the knowing, like letting the intuition that's coming in, giving you peace over like what's true and what's not.
Yeah, I'm going to add to that because it feels like, so at first I got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is like feeling like you've lost an opportunity or you made some kind of like bad
Mm.
investment or a bad choice, a quote unquote bad, right? Like, or you made the wrong choice and you missed out on a chance or an opportunity. It could also be like a lack of planning, but I don't think that that's the case with you. It feels like you thought something was going to happen a certain way, and then all of a sudden it didn't, and you felt like you missed out. Like you feel like you have FOMO for that. I also got the Hanged Man in reverse, which again is about delays, right? So these two go hand in hand. Like you feel like you missed an opportunity and now you're like at square one again. I don't feel like that's the case for you at all. I feel like this actually had to happen to get you to like turn your gaze like 90 degrees in a different direction to see what was actually for you, because Page of Pentacles, which is an offer, right? You're being offered something based on what you've been trying to manifest. It just looks different than what you thought it would. And it's actually a better financial opportunity for you. Maybe you have to look at it on paper to see how that looks. You might be getting a job offer, or like an offer for a new type of project that you would have never imagined you would be asked to do. Because Ace of Wands as well, which is like new opportunity, new vision, new action. It's new projects, new interests, new passion. And it's like potential, like it's the fire that starts that potential. So there's something that has happened for you that's like made you pivot a bit and you were feeling like, oh, this is not working out well, but it's actually working out really well. And perhaps you haven't seen that really well part yet, because bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups, which is all about celebration. So whatever this is, like, it turns out to be a really good thing for you.
So I'm wondering if I'm picking up on either relationship or friendship energy, because I got Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but then back to back with Three of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. So I'm like, if there was an argument, a fight, or something defending oneself, something pulling apart or not being fulfilling anymore, these groups, these partnerships, these friendships, or this whatever partnership that's coming through, because it's causing you to have like your lack of stability, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like feeling like I don't have it together, or I don't, it's not stable right now, or I'm unsure of the future, or I'm lacking the confidence and such. Yeah, Two of Cups and Three of Cups in reverse is very much like things are not copacetic right now. They're, I'm empty, I am drained, or I'm in dire need of like, there's no get togethers, there's no human connection right now. Um, or needing to build that, yeah. Seven of Wands. And then I got the Soul Whispers card came out earlier, and then I got You Connect the Spiritual and Physical Realms. Your insight is profound. So I'm wondering if your little intuitive gifts are coming online more, or you're starting to get more stuff. Empathetically, like it's talking about empathy, but if you're feeling everybody's stuff, if that's how the spiritual gifts are sharpening and coming through, that might be like the primary way that you're experiencing how all this information and energy is coming at you. That's kind of what I picked up from that. So that's kind of a little side note.
Well, I mean, I think that the cards all go well together, actually, when you think about it. But I also pulled from the career deck the rewards card. Excuse me. You are you are cashing in on all the good work that you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Again, I feel like this has to do with something unexpected for you. Like you thought was going to work one way and it actually like is working a different way, but it's more fruitful. And then the Star Power card, which that is about you doing the work that actually lets your true talents shine. So you get to be like more full expression of yourself in your work, and more influential that way. So you may even be attracting like more eyes on you as a result of a new assignment or new projects or how you get to carry them out because you put more of your unique stamp on them.
You said more eyes on you, and this card says like the green-eyed monster. And it made me think of like, yeah, people watching and being
Absolutely.
jealous or going, oh, that should have been me, or, you know, but also it says some green flags in there. So it might be people that are actually supportive. Okay. Anything else for MW?
I don't think so.
Okay. We have TM.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So before I even pull, this deck got mixed up. And the one that stuck out is trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was weird. It was like the only card that was the wrong direction. Hold on, I might have another one. Turn the page, embrace new chapters with curiosity.
That one's come up already.
Turn the page.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two were the only random, like, ones that were flipped around. Interesting. So trusting yourself, new chapters, new journeys. The quote that like I'm hearing in my head right now is like double down on yourself. Like if you're no one else is going to believe in you or your dream as much as you. And you have to fully commit, like if we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Um like I said, nobody else is going to work it the way you will. Nobody else is going to have the same passion, drive, experience, wisdom. Like you can bring people in to help, right? But no one could ever run it the way that you would. You have to learn to run things with passion, drive, consistency, leadership, not just emotions, but like knowing who to involve, what decisions to make. Um, yep, I don't know. Ride the wave to the wind. It's a kite card. And so I think of like it being the perfect conditions to fly.
Yeah. As you were talking about that, like you're the only one who can double down on yourself and invest in you. I got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the single and independent card, right? Like you building your wealth, your stability. It's harvesting the fruits of your labor, all the rewards that come with hard work, self-sufficiency, like you've created this stability for yourself. And then the Three of Cups, which is all about celebration and feeling like you have community and you have friendship and collaboration. But I also have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, which is like, that's like being kind of moody. That's like being a little bit volatile. It's about feeling disappointed. I feel like maybe at times you get a little bit like overreactive about what's going well and what isn't. And your like imagination gets the best of you and you start looking outside of you and comparing yourself to others and feeling envious or jealous of like where they're at versus where you're at. And it's all just kind of a story that you're making up in your head. So you just got to keep coming back to yourself, where you are at, what you're creating, how far you've come, which you should do that. Remind yourself how far you've come and all the work that you've done to get there. So that's amazing. Don't keep comparing yourself to where other people are.
Yeah.
You're an N of one in your own experiment. So look at you all the time. You're in competition with yourself, and that's it.
I pulled from the Soul Purpose deck, and the messages that I got are all talking about holding space and creating space for others, and also raising the energy of those around you. So it's like awakening others to their own divine path. So by you following your own path, you're actually, planting the seed of those around you who don't have to live the same way, or you know, like they get to chase their dreams and try things and take risks, and you doing that is going to inspire others to like do their thing too and give them permission to try.
Yeah, you just keep coming back to yourself, inner strength. Like, you know that you can do this. Quit talking yourself out of it, right? And then also having boundaries, right? Don't give too much of yourself away. Value yourself is what I just heard. Value yourself.
I got the desire. So this is the second time I pulled this today. And it's the moth. And I always think like a moth to a flame, right? Chasing what the passion and the desires. Following
Again,
that.
waves of emotion. So that's what I was talking about earlier, like being overtaken by your emotion at times.
And I will tell you, because I feel like this is all like business related stuff, right? I will tell you that there is not a month that passes by, and I've been doing this, my own business and stuff for over 15 years. I always want to quit because it's fucking hard. There's never a time where I have been skating by and things have been like cruise control easy. It is always movement. And if you don't create the movement, nothing moves, nothing happens.
I agree. Yep.
And, but like not giving up is part of the fun, and being consistent and seeing how far you can take it and seeing what happens if you try this, try that, because literally there's no one to tell you you can't. I mean, except for obviously certain government things, but you know, with your business, but it's, do I want to do this? Do I want to make this? Do I want to try, you know, she does ice cream. So maybe
Oh,
one day it's like, all right, well, there's no one to tell you what flavors you can't do. There's no one to tell you, like, you know, you get to try, you get to experiment, you get to make people happy through food.
yum.
Yum is right.
Yum.
And
That's all I got for her, unless you have more.
I'm just gonna pull one more. Yep. So I got 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So right now it's unsure, right? It's shaky foundation. We don't know home wide, like we don't know how this is gonna look, how this will work out, what our family dynamic with the house, like, but we're gonna figure it out, right? You're gonna work towards that 10 of Pentacles and everything that you two work towards as a family. And this is multi-generational. This card is the dog too, the little kids, you know, the grandma. So just remember, like, it's not just for you, it's for everybody involved, right?
Surrender and allow. Now is the time. How does it feel in your heart?
Perfect. Okay, so that was TM. Next we have AP.
P. So we got 108. 25.
Hello, AP. Have we read for AP before?
We have a couple of times, but it's been a little while.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I've known her for a long time. I've known her for a long time.
AP. Ooh, roots of stability. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. And I am on my plant kick, so be careful of root rot and too much water and unhealthy soil. Everything has to drain properly. Otherwise, too much water can be a bad thing too. It's about letting it
Okay.
flow.
So I've got Ace of Swords in reverse.
Ah,
That is feeling, this is right on brand for her, right? Feeling confusion, chaos, needing inner clarity, clouded judgment, There's a lot going on in her life. So
Is it happening quickly though? I got fast progress. So moving forward with precision and doing what must be done now. So what kind of changes? What needs to happen?
I'm just so curious what cards want to come out. My tarot deck is like, it's like sticky today.
I got release burdens. Embrace clarity and let go, allowing new insights to guide your path. So, okay, if I'm looking at just the three that I got the roots of stability. So, questioning what's nurturing you, and it's talking about love and career. So, what is your stability? And then we got fast progress and then releasing. So, what needs to go?
Yeah, I got the Two of Pentacles, which is all about juggling, right? It's multiple priorities, time management, balancing decisions. It's a card about making decisions and balancing the things that you have to do in life. Got the High Priestess in reverse, which is secrets. It's hidden agendas. It's also feeling very disconnected from your intuition. So like coming to a place of peace and calm so you can access clear insight for what you need to do. This can be like misunderstanding to a certain extent. So seeking like wise counsel, taking your time to make decisions, being very strategic in how you move forward. I did get the the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which can feel like procrastination, like a standstill. It's also learning from like things not going your way.
I got help others find purpose, spread hope, transform pain into purpose. And these are your journey inspires other to discover their own soul missions. You are here to remind others that hope is never lost, which I keep getting this card today. Your experience of hardships are the key to helping others heal.
I get to get the King of Wands in reverse too, which can be the energy of ruthlessness, haste, impulsiveness. I mean, the King of Wands can be a real dick, right? Like can be very manipulative, can be very like discompassionate,
domineering.
Yeah, very impulsive, going to do what they want to do and not have any regard for like who they're leading in the process, right? So I just want to tell you to be so thoughtful about your steps forward and be on the lookout for personalities like this who will try to like bulldoze you. On the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups, which is like the card of loss and regret and grief. It's about disappointment. So you're very much in this place of like feeling the loss of the situation and wondering how you need to decide on things to be able to move forward. But I'm telling you to be very strategic and get wise counsel. And you know that already. I'm going to see what else comes up.
I got jump in. Say yes to change. What are we jumping into though?
We got waves of emotion and inner strength, right? So like you're so strong.
Oh, you got more roots. I had roots on my first card I pulled too.
Yeah. Yep. 3 roots. And then obviously there's like really heartbreaking shit happening, right? So that's going to affect how you're able to access insight.
I got you're not alone. isolation, physical connection, and community. And then I just got a notification text from someone else saying that they're like, I feel like I lost touch with a lot of close girlfriends. And then this You're Not Alone card just came out.
That's wild.
So I don't know if that's significant.
Yeah. So I got anger management too. So like just really working through some of the biggest feels that you're having, trying to look at things from a different perspective, have a new outlook, is, you know, easier said than done with all this stuff that's happening. Boy.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna just ask what the advice is. What's the advice for AP? Okay, so I asked about the advice for you. Don't be distracted. Don't it says this is running the risk of not having a long-term view or a long-term plan, right? For how you're going to carry this out. You have to be strategic, which is what I kept saying, for this to be successful. Obviously, don't work hard without results. So be very discerning about how you apply your energy and who has access to your energy at this time. And then don't be distracted away from like what really needs to happen. Don't be distracted away by things that are on the periphery of what actually needs to happen. And advice is like, get into your Empress energy, right? This is like knowing who you are. This is self-love. This is standing up for a purpose. This is nurturing others. It's success. It's development. It's like, she's the epitome of like queen energy, right? She's the Empress. So really being fully embodied in your sense of self as you take action. That's your advice.
I got the Listen card, the Healing card, and then bottom of the deck is Communicate. So listening and communications. But I don't know if it's the shell, the rose, and our elephant here. Which, fun fact, I learned elephants can swim and do stuff for a very long time. Very resilient, very strong.
They're pretty amazing creatures.
We forgot one more, so I added her onto the end of the list.
Okay.
All right, we got TU. Hello, TU.
Okay, TU is AP's partner. Yes, you need to know that.
Okay. If it's important. Sometimes it's not. And like you said, it's funny because like when we're doing the blind for people where I'm like, I have no idea who these people are or what's going on in their lives. I hope this makes sense. I hope they get, and we always get the messages from people where they're like, dude, that was spot on. So I'm glad that regardless of our knowledge of anybody's situation, that what comes out needs to come out. So. Winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Ride the wave.
Yeah. Okay. So interesting. So I got the 5 of Swords in reverse, and that is a card of like past resentment, about wanting to like come to reconciliation, making amends after conflict, just wanting to bury the hatchet essentially, right? A desire to forgive and like move on, like you're past this stuff, you just want to be done with it. I did pull the Six of Wands too in conjunction with that, which is the card of victory, right? It's public recognition, it's progress, it's self-confidence, it's feeling good after you've like gone through something, like you've worked through something, competition. Like the Five of Wands is about competition, right? So Six of Wands is victory. I did also though pull, so like you want to be, you yourself want to be letting go of past resentments and to forgive and be able to like move on from all this stuff, but like you're also resisting it, right? So that's the Six of Swords in reverse, which is about personal transition and getting ready to move from one state to the next, like one state of being to the next, but there's a resistance to this type of change. And because there's unfinished business that has to happen, right? And you're carrying the emotional baggage of that. So I want to just impress upon you, like going through and working through a lot of these emotions, which I know this person does to a certain extent, but like how deeply have you been going into those emotions to really, you know, come to terms with the grief, the anger, the resentment, the frustration, the sadness, the disappointment of this entire situation. And then also the, what is this? The Death card in reverse, which is again, so like little card, minor arcana resistance to change card, major arcana resistance to change card. So like big and small ways, like you may actually feel like you're really flexible and fluid, but really what's happening is you're pretty rigid in how you're thinking and feeling about this. Like you're really pretty like rigid and probably need to just melt into this more and allow things to be what they're going to be for right now, and allow it to show you also about yourself. Because honestly, you don't have very much control over a lot of what's happening around you right now. So this is like fearing that change, it's holding on, and then just feeling stuck, right? Because you're not allowing the change to happen. So I'm gonna see what else comes out.
I wonder what this is regarding, because I started with the winds of fortune, right? Like writing the winds in your sail. You mentioned, I forgot what card you pulled, but I pulled at the same time recovery card, recovery, comeback, and finding the strength and healing in each step forward. And then the slow climb card. So it's talking about recovery being a slow climb, one thing. And then there's like a saving grace, like a forgiving yourself card, because like forgiving yourself heals the wound and sets you free.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if that bottom of the deck of like whatever that unforgiveness or that thing that holds you in here is what like makes it all, like that's what the slow climb is about. That's why it's so heavy. That's why it's like not going as quickly or fast, or I don't know exactly. Like I can't fully tap into what this like unworthiness is, or this feeling inside of like not fully knowing oneself, or I don't know. I'm gonna pull my. Let me see.
I did get the Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is normally it's a card about collaboration, but it's like you feel like you're working against everything around you, or you feel like you're working against all the players in the situation. Like there's a lack of teamwork. Absolutely, there's a lack of teamwork. There's disorganization. There's misalignment in priorities and values, and it's group conflict. So just a little context. There's a lot of disagreement in co-parenting regarding his children.
Okay.
And it's, yeah, there's so much more. But like what you're picking and what cards are coming up feel very resonant to the situation.
Oh, okay. I'm glad.
Yep. And then
Something's out of balance.
Yep. Bottom of the deck for me is the Queen of Swords, which that is unbiased judgment. This is you having to get into the energy of clear boundaries and direct communication, and being very like, clear-minded, and that stability, that's good leadership. And honestly, like King of Pentacles, it's about patience and leadership through quiet patience. This is like the long game, dude. It's the long game. And figuring out what it's teaching you about you is probably your biggest lesson right now, until there's more latitude for you to be able to like institute changes that will be productive for the other people in the situation as well.
We got soul mission. Let's see. Write and create. So if you're not writing, start. Your words and creations have the power to heal and inspire. I don't know what the situation is that you're going through, and you're saying to, somewhat lead by example, right? So something is coming up where it's like using your words, maybe involving them creatively, like doing a project together, writing, publishing, putting together something where, like, I don't know, let's just say your family, let's just say there's a disconnect. And the goal is, all right, well, let's put together a family cookbook of all our family recipes and do stuff that's going to bring us together in the kitchen. That's like the type of energy where I'm seeing where it's like doing things as a unit where we stop being so separate and we can start coming together for a purpose. You are here to help others recognize their own worth and beauty. So guide others to self-love. So I think there was a couple other messages of self-love that came through your cards earlier, I think. So I don't know if somebody in amongst that group is struggling with some deep insecurities, not feeling seen, not feeling heard, not knowing their place, not knowing their role, not knowing how they fit in. And so it's like causing a lot possibly of like that disconnect there. Bottom of the deck, transmute negative energy into light and positivity. So you are the alchemist. So you do hold the power to make this change and make the lasting effects of it.
This, seriously, again, like I pulled these two cards out in conjunction, which also came out earlier in another reading.
Mm-hmm.
Waves of emotion and inner strength, right? So like, again, I'm going to just say, go deep into the emotions of this for you so you can understand what it's teaching you about you. And then just being very strong and patient and deeply rooted. Because essentially, like what you're experiencing now isn't just the trials and tribulations of having a split household and co-parenting through like, misalignment in values, right? This is for you on a bigger scale, such a spiritual journey of like understanding what it is that you are learning about love and commitment and dedication and perseverance and persistence and sticking to what is quote unquote right or principled or full of integrity. Because it feels like at times there's this like desperate energy to change the situation, and the situation's not ready to be changed, right? Like everybody involved in the situation is learning, and we have to remind ourselves like, okay, each person's going through it for their own set of lessons. And who am I to end those lessons early for them? Because I'm worried or uncomfortable, right? Like I understand this is a situation where it's like it involves children and safety and the way forward, but we also have to understand like all of these things happen because we come here to learn. So keep asking yourself, even though you're desperate for things to shift into a format that feels most comfortable for you, and you feel like is in the best interest of your kids, which I would agree, right? Like I'm a parent too. You have to step back and say like, okay, what is this teaching me about me right now? What is it what is it reflecting back to me that I need to learn as a lesson right now? And they get the healer card, right? So this is essentially, it's about the healing of everything in this dynamic over time. That felt like a lot.
I know. It feels like a lot. It feels like a big jumbled mess of spaghetti. I can't describe it.
The spaghetti.
Spaghetti. All right, our last one is FR.
129.30.
got wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Oh, longing for home, homesick for the stars. We know all about that feeling, right?
Dude.
I was trying to explain that to someone the other day. Oh, and my sister. I was like, I want to go home. And she was like, question mark? I'm like, yeah, Earth to me feels like I'm at the sleepover and I'm not having a great time. And I just want to fucking go home to my own bed. Sorry for the potty mouth.
That's what it feels like. Earth is
Mhm.
beautiful, but it's like,
But yeah, but wait, it's not time. Bottom of the deck, your life is a canvas.
do
Creative
I know
capabilities.
who FR is?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Ooh, FR. Okay. You got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this
Interesting.
is you being overwhelmed by life's many choices and feeling like maybe you're lacking purpose or lacking direction. And there's just, or it could be that you're like fantasizing or just being like in the element of delusion about what, you know, life could be or would be or should be. So you're not super grounded in what it is that you like you need to be focusing on. Regardless, it just feels like you're confused about what choices to make or what you even want or what you even want to do. I hope that's resonant.
Mm, Quiet
Oh
moments.
my goodness. And
Seek solace.
there's a lot of emotion involved too.
I got steady progress. Yeah, there's like this need for stillness and like it's like I'm trying to follow a little flicker of a candle through this dark forest when I really need a freaking lantern. I really need something bigger than this, but this is all I got right now.
Yeah, there's like Four of Cups in reverse too, like similar to the Seven of Cups. But the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like sudden awareness, like, oh gosh, I have to choose. I get to choose. Oh, getting advice.
Yeah, but it's a light bulb, and I'm just talking
Mhm.
about like I need more light. I need more
Yeah.
light.
Yeah. So Four of Cups in reverse, like this, you literally get to choose happiness. Like happiness doesn't find you or come to you. You have to choose it and then be willing to accept it when it arrives. Like believe that you're worthy of having it. Um, so checking out in your life, like where you're not really aligned with the things that feel good to you. Also got the Page of Cups in reverse too. So this is like emotional immaturity or insecurity. It can be even like a lack of like, well, it could be just disappointment, right? Or creative blocks, like you're just feeling a little bit stuck, or it could be like somebody who's just not showing up in a very mature way with you. It also could be like I'm gonna say this with love. It could be you being a little bit of a crybaby about where you are in life, right? And kind of like that woe is me when like I just want to tell you to like choose happiness, right? And not to get stuck on like all of these different options that you have. Just choose one. You're not going to choose wrong. You're just going to learn what you like and what you don't like.
I got Earth Angel. You're here to spread love, compassion, and kindness, and empower and encourage. Your words and presence empower others to take brave steps forward. Bottom of the deck, the bridge between worlds. So I started my reading with her being longing for home and the wait card saying it's not yet time. And then the earth angel, which is like, no, you're here on earth to be this earth angel, to provide, to guide, to lead, to spread compassion. Um, and then it's like, but you're the connection between both worlds, and that's why you're here. You're the earth angel. You're the one that can talk to both sides. You can talk to the humans and you can talk to the other side. You can get your wisdom, help others.
Oh, I know who we're reading about. It just occurs to me like who FR is. Like, okay. Girl, just like choose and move toward it. I feel like you're like a little bit worried about, well, I could do this and I could do that and I could offer this and I could offer that. And like you're like almost stuck in the I don't know what to do. So you're pulling way back from all of it. When you just like you literally get to decide. Like you get to decide how to take this forward. I've recently just had this this revelation just recently too.
And I keep feeling like you need to do more group stuff. You need to do more group stuff. You need to do more like group stuff inside people's homes, like getting friends together, girls' nights in, and offering.
Oh my God, I just pulled the friends card.
Oh, see?
Yep. But as you're talking, what I'm hearing, okay, look, more of this like illusion energy, right? The delusion, not delusion, the fantasy energy, like dreaming. Does that say trusting?
It says journey, but I thought since we both got like circles, I thought that was
That's the
interesting.
Ouroboros. That's the snake eating its own tail. Like that's like the full circle. She needs to look up the Ouroboros spiritual meaning of that, right? So whatever you do as your hobby, whatever you do for you, you have to take it into group work and teach your friends, to teach anyone who's willing to learn. Like the stuff that you love to do for yourself and you do it out of ritual and sacredness for yourself, like
invite people over to do it.
What you do with them, and that's part of this thing for you. That's what like you're bringing to the world.
Yep. So I pulled from my Paint Pixie creative deck and it says choose a theme: spiritual, love, holiday, music. And then the little action says share someone's business page. So this card is about collaborating with other businesses, but also it says choose a theme: spiritual, love, holiday, music. Get people together for a freaking holiday party and make it spiritual. Do something creative. Paint,
Ride that
create.
wave. She's surfing that huge wave. It says move on, but like I see it as move forward. Like ride the wave, girl.
The bottom of this deck says pick a season, and it's all winter, spring, summer, fall. And then it says light a candle at mealtime. You were talking about inviting people into her rituals, into like, you know, letting them be a part of. You can do fucking host a family dinner, host a friends dinner, host a friendsgiving, or do something where every Friday night you go, all right, the house is open from 6 to 10. Come hang out if you're free. I'll be here. Or, you know, at the office or whatever, every Saturday it's open house. And people can drop in, they can light a candle, they can set some intentions, they can come and get a prayer, they can whatever you want to do. And then I don't know.
My dog is barking.
Woof.
It startled me.
Yes.
You'll see me like jump. It startled me when she started to jump or when she started barking.
Okay. Anything else for FR?
I'm going to use just one more deck.
Okay.
We'll just see. I didn't mean to call her a crybaby. It was like this, like, you know, like I don't know where to go.
She's not taking that. She's not mad at that, I promise.
No, I know. Of course, you've got time.
Dude, the third. Again. Okay, so FR, if you did not see the other two readings that pulled the same card, I will tell the story for the third time that before the reading, I had to move the clock because it was too freaking close and you can hear it ticking on camera. Click, tick, 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 tick. And I was like, I don't need the reminder that the clock's ticking. So.
Yeah, you're not running out of time. Like you're absolutely not running out of time. This is about cycles. It's about moments. It's about being present. It's about just taking steps. Like sometimes it's one step at a time. Sometimes you're running. I also pulled the conflicted card, which again, what draws my eye is this bottom set of words, multiple choices. You're just getting bogged down in the practicality of like your offerings are like, well, is it something that people really need? It doesn't matter. Do what you're really good at. Offer what you're really good at, because that's what people are going to be magnetized towards. That's what your energy is going to be running fluidly through. Like, I can't even speak right now. And because you love what you're doing, people are going to feel that and be magnetized toward it. So you don't need to feel conflicted. And when I was using my tarot deck, on the bottom of the deck was the 9 of Swords, which is like literally overthinking and being like stuck in the nightmare of your own overthinking. What you're doing is rewriting past life lessons here, like not taking opportunities and chances in other iterations. And now you have now you can do it. So like there's nothing holding you back besides your own fear, and it could be latent from these other lives where like it was a life or death situation, or you just didn't have the opportunity to do those things. Again, conflict. So we had the card conflicted, we had the card conflict. It's just like that inner turmoil of what do I do? Just lead with your heart, girl. Lead with your heart.
Easier said than done sometimes. All right, that is our November readings, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, all of that good stuff. Like I said, I'm finally starting to come out of my hole a little bit. My fog is finally lifting, so I have a bunch of editing I have to catch up on first and get done this month, but I really want to be intentional about like filming more, recording more, doing more of these like sole purpose videos, helping people through, you know, like doesn't just getting the guidance that they need if they want to tap into our channel. Um, yeah, other than that, we love you guys.
We love you so much.
And hope you had a great Halloween and that you will have a wonderful Thanksgiving. So, alrighty. See you next month.